Let me start with something that will probably make you uncomfortable. Studies have shown that people underestimate their calorie intake by anywhere from 20 to 50% on average. That means someone who genuinely believes they are eating 1500 calories per day could actually be consuming closer to 2000 or even more without realizing it. This is not about willpower. This is about how the human brain processes and remembers food. Cooking oils, bites you took while making dinner, that handful of nuts, the splash of cream in your coffee. These things feel invisible, but they absolutely are not. Now, before you think this is just another video telling you to track harder, stay with me because the tracking problem is only one layer of a much deeper issue. Your body is smarter than your calorie app. When you cut calories significantly, your metabolism does not just sit there and accept it. It adapts. Researchers call this adaptive thermogenesis. Basically, your body senses that food is getting scarce, and it starts burning fewer calories to compensate. Your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which includes all the little movements you make throughout the day like fidgeting, walking around the house, gesturing when you talk, drops dramatically without you even noticing. You become less energetic. You move less. Your body becomes incredibly efficient at doing more with less fuel. And suddenly, that deficit you created mathematically no longer exists in the real world. This is why people who have dieted hard before often find it harder to lose weight the second or third time around. The body has a memory. It has adapted. And crash dieting makes this significantly worse over time. So what do you actually do about it? First, let us talk about the accuracy problem. If you're going to track, you need to be genuinely precise. That means using a food scale, not measuring cups. Volume measurements are notoriously inaccurate, especially for calorie-dense foods. A tablespoon of peanut butter measured with a spoon versus actually weighed can be a difference of 50 to 80 calories right there. Do that with 3 or 4 foods every day, and you have explained your entire stall in one conversation. Second, let us address protein. This is where most people in a deficit completely undermine themselves. When you eat in a calorie deficit without sufficient protein, your body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy. Less muscle means a slower metabolism. A slower metabolism means you need to eat even less to see results. It becomes a downward spiral. Hitting somewhere around 7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight every single day helps preserve that muscle while you are losing fat. This keeps your metabolism functioning at a healthier level and helps you actually look good when the weight comes off, rather than just looking smaller and softer. Third, diet breaks are real and they work. Taking 1 to 2 weeks of eating at maintenance calories every 4 to 8 weeks of dieting has been shown to partially reverse adaptive thermogenesis. This means your metabolism gets a chance to recover, and when you go back into a deficit, your body is not in full conservation mode anymore. A lot of people see this as quitting or being weak, but physiologically it is one of the smartest things you can do for long-term progress. Fourth, stop treating all calories as equal when it comes to satiety. A diet made up of ultra-processed foods hits your calorie target on paper but leaves you ravenous because these foods digest quickly, spike your blood sugar, and crash your hunger hormones hard. Building your diet around whole foods, lean proteins, fiber-rich vegetables, and complex carbohydrates keeps you fuller for longer, makes sticking to your deficit dramatically easier, and reduces the unconscious snacking that kills most people's results. Fifth, and this is the one that catches people completely off guard, stress and sleep are metabolic variables. Elevated cortisol from chronic stress promotes fat storage, particularly around the midsection, and impairs the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness, specifically ghrelin and leptin. Poor sleep does exactly the same thing. You can have your nutrition dialed in perfectly and still be sabotaging your results if you are sleeping 5 hours a night and running on anxiety. This is not a motivation speech. This is physiology. Here's the bigger picture. A calorie deficit is necessary for fat loss. That part is not debatable. Energy balance is real, and it matters. But thinking that you just need to eat less, and that is the whole story, is where everything falls apart. The size of the deficit matters. The composition of what you eat matters. Your stress and sleep matter. Your consistency over time matters. And understanding that your body is actively working to adapt to whatever you throw at it matters enormously. The people who actually succeed long-term are not the ones eating the least. They are the ones eating the most they possibly can while still losing fat slowly and steadily. They are protecting their muscle, cycling their calories strategically, sleeping well, managing stress, and staying patient through the plateaus. If none of this is clicking yet, here is the one thing I want you to take away from this video. The deficit is not broken. Your application of it just needs a serious upgrade. Start with protein, start with accuracy, and stop trying to rush a process that rewards patience above everything else. If this helped you today, share it with someone who is stuck in the same frustrating loop. And if you want a deeper breakdown of how to actually build a sustainable fat loss plan that accounts for all of this, that video is coming up next.